of the National Football League.
A look there inside a MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, rivals to battle in the NFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
Down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 7. And a Cowboy first down.
Oh, God, I can't believe what I want.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. Now it's going to be third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself.
So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
Moving to his right. Now he'll run it. And Wilson's been doing this a long time. He knows the drill, slides to avoid the contact, and picks up the first down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Easy for a lineman to get too far down the field. That wide receiver screen, so that time they caught it, and the flag came out. They go play action now. Wilson got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Giants.
At the 41-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Second down.
That's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
Third down, here's Wilson. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. Take over there. The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Here's a designed run. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down.
And a nice job there defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the first down.
Here's Brian Anger now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Giants offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. throwing now. Wilson on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this defense, they have come to play here. They're starting this game physical, flying to the ball. They are defending every blade of grass, and they're letting these guys know early on, if you come in our area, you better be ready to play.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions, delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
On the give, it's Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formation, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew it was.
They bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of
15 yards through the air. First down, Giants.
First down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you are.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go with the sneak, and he will have a Giants first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the ground, here's Tracy, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
They'll run with Tracy. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And he'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Prescott. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They come up now on 3rd down and 4 to go. Prescott now. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It's a frustrating series. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
On comes the punter now as he is on to punt for Dallas. Return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed to his left.
And that was really well defended along the back end. Nobody open downfield. He's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Get this into the hands of Neighbors. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9
yards. And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
First down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Look up the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Darius Slayton was the intended receiver.
He was defended
It's
by
second down.
Bland.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now Wilson on second down. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score! Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. His kick is good, and the Giants are out to a 10-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Devontae Turpin on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
Second and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Here's their punter now. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it beginning on this drive. First and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Second down, Russ. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. To the ground, a first down run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. To throw is Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson, and he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
on third down. Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Now a give up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tyler Newman on the stop. A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 15-yard line.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll run right here with Sanders.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Now Prescott. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield, and now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys are on the board. It's 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Eric Gray to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Shotgun. Wilson.
Wilson's pass complete to Daniel Bellinger. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 4. Wilson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead, despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league might kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
To return, it is Turpin. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
2nd down, Prescott. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Roy Robertson Harris gets him for a loss of 7, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Dak to throw. Escaping to his left, and he's going to be stopped well short of the 1st down. Gain of 6, but it brings up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. They're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And the Giants' 1st down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to start this drive. A 2nd big play. This one for 22.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
A carry here for Tracy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st down.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
This one could be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Here's Wilson to throw. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Third down, 3 to go. Now Russ. Open man, that's Slayton. 17 yards on that connection. That's good for a Giants first down.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Throwing again, Wilson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
8-yard line.
Again, Wilson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
The Giants going to call their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York.
Giants.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will get out in front 17-7.
Giants 17. Cowboys 7.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard ride.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Second down, they need 3. Prescott. Right back to Ferguson, who's got another one. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Gray gonna return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. It's Tracy looking to run, and a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Neighbors in motion. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Back to the ground after the penalty. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now Wilson. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression. Move on to the next play and just throw that ball away.
The Giants sending out their punter. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. He takes off, and he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Throwing is Prescott. That's into the hands of Lamb. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
On play action, here's Dak. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The rookie out of Penn State, Abdul Carter. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 11. Now, Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
Defense. Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time, comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Open man, right side. He's got it. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
This is a pistol run with Sanders. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, this looks like a design run.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give him credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
3rd and 5. To throw is Dak. Taking off, and he'll take this one in. Dak Prescott, touchdown, Dallas. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Cowboys 14.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our 2nd half is about to get underway. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ray gonna return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Wilson now, off the bootleg. Throw across his body is complete. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, Nice conversion.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
So, after two straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Wilson lines up in the pistol, and that is incomplete.
All right, so after that rough series throwing the ball, conventional wisdom says, hey, we got to come out, we've got to establish some run, we've got to mix in some runs. And while they certainly want balance, they don't also want to just become one-dimensional. So take easy throws, give your quarterback a couple easy completions, let him see the ball get completed, and it's amazing how quickly your passing game can turn around.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. So now here are the Cowboys, their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. Pass caught by Tolbert. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. A gain there of 11. First down, Cowboys.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He's taken down just shy of midfield. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
Dak's going to push this one forward. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give him the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and when these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
A gain of 4 It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 13-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Lamb gonna see what he can do here. And he's gonna lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. Big play coming up. This is third down. Here's Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was brought down by Andrew Phillips. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. Back to throw is Prescott. That's hauled in at the 2.
Prescott's pass complete to C.D. Lamb. A pickup of 3 yards. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one's right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Emir Smith-Marset now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Tracy will mark them down up at the 44-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official. who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
On second down, Wilson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
And Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth where the receiver's saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Prescott now. Quick throw on target to Pickens. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 26-yard line.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Dak to throw. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's now fourth down.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Important punt here in this tie game late. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Giants offense ready to take over once again. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Russ. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Pass pulled in by Tracy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
And the Giants first down. First First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. In motion, it's Robinson. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
That's good.
11 yards on the connection there. First down,
First
Giants.
and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second.
It's always a
and
risky
10.
decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to...
And he will score. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants will go up by 7.
Giants 24, Cowboys 17.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Start on the ground. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up to the 42.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 12. And a Cowboy first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL, and I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game, more important than how many gross yards you run for?
The tackle made at the 44-yard line brings up second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 8. Here's Dak to throw. Here's a screen now for Sanders. And he gain there of 21. First down, Cowboys.
First down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
He steers clear of the first tackler, working his way forward for a gain of about 4. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A shotgun snap for Prescott. There he goes again. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Going there, fullback trying to get it. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
That his 2nd touchdown tonight. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Ray gonna return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Now Wilson on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Micah Parsons. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
Two minutes to play. in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
When this offense took the field, in their mind, Mike, they want to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play for overtime. And now as this fourth down comes up, I think this coach has a decision to make. Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work.
37-yard line.
Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
9-yard pickup. It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
Now second and inches. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll stick to the ground. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. He'll run. He gets free. And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys will go up by 7.
That's the score, Cowboys 31, Giants 24.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, it's Smith-Marset. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. This is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Open man is Robinson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to fight through one tackle here, pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. One final play. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.